We are at the Lethbridge Airport joined by Dave Watson. Now you're part of Yellow Thunder.
That's right.
I want to know about the name. I know your planes are yellow. What's the thunder for?
Yeah, the thunder is because these planes make a very lot of noise.
Okay. So it really excites the senses when people come down and watch you.
The oral senses.
Yeah, exactly. So what can people expect from your guys' show?
Well, what we specialize in is formation. So there's 3 of us in the team. We'll do some formation passes in various configurations, a lot like the snowbirds, only much smaller scale. And our leader will do some solo aerobatics after we do the formation passes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself and about the team. How did you get involved with them?
Yes, well, our leader is a commercial pilot by trade, but my brother and I, the other 2 guys in the team, are both personal pilots, where it's just a hobby for us. I got my license way back in 1985 and started flying to Harvard in 85 because it used to belong to my father. I bought it from him about 5 years ago.
Wow.
So it's just a hobby, and we started flying formation together because my dad did it, the generation before me, and we found it's a very challenging and therefore personally rewarding thing to do with an airplane instead of just cross country traveling from A to B and that sort of thing.
Yeah, and you're saying it's a hobby. I mean, it's a pretty extreme hobby. So what is your favorite part? What's your favorite part about being up in the air and performing for people?
I would say, well, there's 2 favorite parts. One is doing the flying itself.
Yeah.
It's challenging, and when you go up and do the show and you do it perfectly, it's really rewarding because it is very difficult to do.
Yeah.
And the other part is when we come to air shows, we love to show the planes off, and the mystique or the aura of the era is really wins over the veterans who used to fly them, and also the young kids who read about them in books and whatnot in our history. And the Harvards have a big history in Canada and Commonwealth countries actually as trainers, and we see little kids and their eyes open up wide and oh wow, I know what that is in a Harvard. So we usually pull them up in the cockpit and have them take a really close look. These airplanes are all original. They've never been restored, just maintained over the years.
Okay, so tell us a little bit more about the planes that you fly here.
Okay, well they were it's an American design by North American Aviation, and because in the wartime they needed to make as many planes as possible. Canada built a whole bunch of them under license to this American company, both in 2 places in Canada, in Thunder Bay and in Montreal. And this plane right behind you here is a later model Mark IV that was actually built in Thunder Bay, so it is a Canadian aircraft, although it's an American design. And my brother's way over there is a 1941 model, one of the earliest. Mine's a 52, and the 41 model was built in the USA. Now these planes were used as advanced pilot trainers, so what would happen is a pilot who wanted to fly in the military would fly in a primary trainer to get your basic skills, and then they'd go to what they call an advanced trainer.
Okay.
And the advanced trainer would have the same advanced controls and maneuverability that you would expect in a frontline, like a high-performance fighter of the time.
Okay.
So they had retractable wheels, and the blade, the propeller blade would adjust, and all those controls, they got used to them on these trainers. And then if they could fly these trainers, they could hop into any frontline fighter like a Mustang or a Spitfire and light up and go and fly safely.
Wow, amazing. I would highly suggest coming down to the air show. You'll be able to talk to Dave and other pilots as well. Get up close and personal with these incredible planes. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
You're very welcome.
And have fun this weekend.
I definitely will.